Hello everyone, my name is Susanna Zuzel. I work as a policy officer at REVOLVE. Today we are at the European Parliament with MEP Letizia Moratti from the group of the European People's Party. We're going to talk about the EU's fission strategy. Ms. Moratti, thank you so much for being here with us today. The European Commission is developing a fission strategy. What are your hopes and expectations for the EU's fission strategy, and in particular its role as sustainable and long-term solution to Europe's energy needs?
Thank you for the question. Fusion is a crucial milestone on the path towards building a clean, independent and sustainable Europe in terms of energy. I had the honor of contributing when I was Minister of Research in Italy to the European decision of the localization of the ITER project in Europe. We were competing with Japan, and I had the honor to make Europe the localization for the project. And ITER, first of all, it's not just a scientific project, but it's an example of global cooperation. So the partners of ITER are US, China, Russia, Japan, Korea, and Europe. And so this was a success for Europe, and it was a success for Italy. It's a success for research, and it's a success for industry. Now, what is needed is to transform this vision into an industrial reality.
And several major players like the US, UK, China already have national fission strategies in place. Is the EU playing catch up here, or can we lead the race to commercial fission?
Well, I think that thanks to ITER and to other projects, for instance, like DEMO, Europe is not starting late. We were, I can say, probably the leaders in starting with fusion. Now we have to again transform this vision into science into market, and for that I think we need to explore and to realize a public-private partnership. We need targeted investments. We need the fusion project to become key on the EU policy for independence of Europe in terms of energy, and of course competitiveness, because energy is an important part of the cost of companies, and therefore to have a project like ITER transform into industrial reality will be extremely helpful to decrease the cost of energy for Europe.
Speaking of investments, private investment is pouring into fission startups outside Europe. What concrete steps will this strategy take to make the EU a serious magnet for fission entrepreneurs and investors?
Well, I think that Europe needs to have the ambition of becoming a sort of very fertile ecosystem for innovation. And to be able to achieve this goal, these results, I think we need to invest in fusion through tools that we have in Europe, like, for instance, Horizon Europe or Invest Europe, and make Europe to become a sort of hub for investment in fusion, also to help startup and to close the gap with other countries that in this moment are more advanced in sustaining startup companies in the domain of fusion.
So is it possible to make fission a core priority in EU policy, and what needs to happen for this, particularly for the multi-annual financial framework, which is expected to be announced today, actually?
Well, I think Europe needs to recognize that fusion is a key technology and invest in this technology. So this should be very clearly stated in the Clean Industrial Deal. There should be a budget for this, and we should understand that the fusion project is key in this transition from to decarbonize industries, and it's key for that reason. We are investing in renewable, but renewable are not enough. In fact, we would need to have also technological neutrality, because some of the industries, they are not able to decarbonize completely. So project like fusion will be extremely helpful. So the recognition of fusion being a key technology even for the clean transition.
So as renewables, fusion is also often called clean and safe, but it still involves radioactive materials and public skepticism. How is the EU planning to strike the balance between innovation and strict oversight?
We need to have transparency. We need to have the capacity to inform stakeholders and citizens about, the importance of fusion, the fact that fusion is a clean technology. By the way, in fact, nuclear in the European taxonomy is considered to be a clean technology. So this is the way on which we need to advance on this project that, as I said, is very important for the European competitiveness, European energy sovereignty.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. We talked about how the EU can lead the race to commercial fission, its importance in competitiveness, how to make the EU a magnet for entrepreneurs, and its involvement in the EU budget and the public skepticism around it. Thank you very much for joining us again.
It's a
pleasure.
Thank you. Pleasure.